Hello, my name is Sue Arnott, also known as Vitality Lady, and I want to talk to you today about cancer, inflammation, and fibromyalgia. I have just spent the last 11 days listening to some brilliant oncologists, scientists, researchers, alternative cancer doctors, and cancer survivors. And I have learned about the history of the cancer and medical industry. I've learned what cancer actually is and what causes it, how to treat and prevent it healthfully, how to detoxify, how to there's various diagnostic and alternative cancer treatments, and how you can survive and thrive for 20, 30 or more years if you have cancer. But why am I telling you this? What has cancer got to do with some of the illnesses today, such as fibromyalgia? Fibromyalgia was always thought to be a not inflammatory condition. In other words, there was not chronic inflammation associated with it, but some very interesting studies have been published that were done in 2012, 2013, that says that chronic inflammation of the nervous system is a biomarker of fibromyalgia, and there are several other biomarkers as well when it comes to chronic inflammation and fibromyalgia. So there is a distinct connection. Inflammation, I just wanted to clarify, is something that we all have in our body. We need it. If we didn't have it, we probably would be dead before we'd learn to walk as infants. So we need inflammation. It drives the immune system to heal us if we cut a finger or if we get sick. There's an inflammatory response, an acute inflammatory response that helps us get well. And then when we're well, when the healing has taken place, then the response dies down. That's acute inflammatory response. A chronic inflammatory response is when that, let's call it a switch, doesn't turn off. And the inflammation keeps increasing and keeps getting worse, and it doesn't die down. It has a split personality. It's when you get chronic inflammation, it actually aids tumor growth, and it can cause cancers. Rheumatoid arthritis, Crohn's disease, asthma, TB, heart disease, various types of cancers, and Alzheimer's, and now chronic inflammation is also part of those illnesses as well. So how do you eliminate chronic inflammation? How do you stop it getting to that point in the beginning? Well, there's a lot of research going on. There's a lot of unanswered questions, but it does come down to what can you do yourself every day to prevent that from happening. And there is a lot you can do. And of course, we almost always go back to an anti-inflammatory diet, number one, to make sure you're properly hydrated, lots of water, to reduce stress, not to do so much, to learn to say no more often, and exercise. You need to use these, okay? Meditation, various other things that calm you down and keep you relaxed, also extremely, extremely useful. Look, there's a price to pay for everything in your life. If you have children, there's a price to pay for that. If you rob a bank, there's a price to pay for that. Consequences. If you work too hard, if you stress too much, if you don't know how to handle difficult relationships, if you have a poor diet, if you have a poor immunity, if you are inactive, if you don't drink enough water, there's a price to pay for everything you do in your life. And I'm here to remind you to pick the right price, okay? We all know we should eat right and exercise. Well, we're not doing it. We think those bad things aren't going to happen to us. But let me tell you something. If you don't pick the right price for the way you live every day, it will be picked for you. So I want to remind you of that. Please read the articles in my newsletter And if there's anything I can help you with, please send me an email or let me know. I'd be happy to answer your email and give you some tips. Please let me know your questions. And I thank you very much for watching the video. You have yourself a fantastic day. And remember, pick the right price for everything you do during the day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now.